this Sunday, the cyber threat.
We're one step away from cities being plunged into darkness.
Ransomware attacks targeting American institutions from coast to coast.
They went after our gas and they went after our hot dogs. No one is out of bounds here. Everyone is in play.
Many cyber criminals based in Russia.
Welcome to another edition of Scholar Shorts. My name is Diondria Holliman, and I am here live from Houston, Texas, the fourth largest city in the nation. Since the pandemic, we have been seeing increases in attempts for malicious cyber activity, from vulnerable networks to sophisticated phishing emails and other social engineering techniques. But even more shocking, outside of what you just heard in the breaking news, it's really just the tip of the iceberg against the breaches that go unreported. Just a little about me. I am a proud member of the inaugural class, and I am here to talk to you today about how the Bill and Melinda Gates Scholarship shaped my career path in cybersecurity to address these issues that you see headlining, but hopefully also encourage you to get involved to be a part of the solution, regardless of whether or not you're currently working in the world of IT today. So why now? There is an absolute shortage of skills and talent in this lucrative field, especially in need of minority representation. Why focus on cybersecurity? Simply put, we need you. Companies who are smart understand that there's a strategic advantage to attract diverse talent. Perhaps if I share a little bit about my background, then I can expose you later on to some of the high-level roles that exist, just to bring some avenues that you can explore on how to get started in this career path. And then if you stay tuned long enough, I'll share a little known secret, which is the root solution to ransomware. But just about me. Since I was little, I can remember loving to take things apart and put them back together. And as you can tell, that fast forward, it moved me into completing my undergrad and my graduate degrees in the computer science space. I know we don't all start that way, but that was my start. I started in the software development side, and I was a happy programmer or coder in various languages like .NET and Java. And from there, I was happy for many, many years, matter of fact. However, just like I'm hoping to share with you, leadership and others see great potential in you that you may not see in yourself that could be applicable to many other areas. And what they saw in me is that I was going to be great at customer-facing roles, like the business analyst roles, where I transitioned. And from there, I transitioned into program, project, and portfolio management roles. And of course, be that the avid learner that I am, I was always focused on obtaining certifications. The most relevant that I'll speak to you today is just to highlight the PMP and the CISSP. No matter where I find myself, I'm always giving back. I make it a priority to teach and mentor so that I can break down the complexities in this space, so that I hopefully break down some of the walls or make it less intimidating for minorities just like me to choose this career path. Later, again, from project, program, and portfolio management, I transitioned into cybersecurity, and that's where my interest was. Just as you saw at the beginning of this video, I was captured by all those major breaches and sensational payouts of ransomware. That's what led my interest here. But now that I'm here, I absolutely love what I do. My goal today is to also educate you on some of those starter roles, salaries, and responsibilities to hopefully spark your interest as well. There are lucrative cybersecurity jobs, and they're expected to rise at an average of 28% by 2026. There's so much emphasis right now placed on coding and software development roles, just the way I started, fair enough, but we're not bringing attention to cybersecurity roles, which often fall by the wayside. So it is my hope today to break down at least 7 of those typically starter jobs and their anticipated growth and give you some information about them. On this slide, you will see that there are about 7 starter jobs, as I mentioned. The cybersecurity analyst and engineering roles are anticipated to grow by 28%, followed by, on average, about 18% growth in cybersecurity specialists and pen tester roles. And I know what you must be thinking at this point. Even if you come from a non-technical background, there's still good news. We absolutely need you, as you have transferable soft skills like communications, leadership, critical thinking, teamwork, work ethics, and simply having a positive attitude, which round out a high-performing team. It is my goal here to do a little bit deeper dive on about 3 of these roles, just to give you some context on what you would actually be going forward with. The cybersecurity analyst role has an average starting salary of $85,000 a year. And some of the key responsibilities that fall within this role would be detecting cyber threats, implementing protections, monitoring network activity, analyzing reports to identify unusual behavior. Next, we have the penetration testing roles, or known as pen tester roles. They have an average starting salary of $102,000. And here, you get to act like a hacker. How cool is that? But you're taking it to the next step, where you locate, assess, and manage those vulnerabilities. The last role I'll highlight here is the SOC analyst roles. They have an average salary of about $98,000 here. And their key responsibilities would fall in providing threat and vulnerability analysis, investigating, documenting, and reporting on security issues, and also responding to previously undisclosed vulnerabilities. I certainly hope that these short clips have exposed you at least to the possibilities, but there's so much more. And for those who stay towards the end, I did share that I'll let you in on a little known secret. Those companies that are paying out millions or some ridiculous undisclosed amount in ransomware, what they don't tell you about ransomware is that it's really less about cybersecurity and more about basic business continuity. If those companies were forced to pay out those large amounts, they did it because they were trying to get their systems back up and running. And the root of that is that they had inadequate business continuity and disaster recovery plans to begin with to keep them operational. If, like me, you work in healthcare or something related, then you know a breach involving any kind of sensitive data, whether it's PHI or PII, personal health or personal information at all, that you would have to, by obligation for ethical and privacy reasons, notify the public. Hence, you wouldn't need to pay out millions in ransom. So that just lets you know that it would also not halt your business from operating. There's so much that you can empower yourself with in a nutshell to save your organization. I'll be sharing more topics on my Instagram, LinkedIn, or Twitter channel soon. So follow me, and then you can keep up when I'm actually doing some of these online courses available to you so that you can have tangible steps that even if you're not going to change your career and go into cybersecurity, that you can still be a part of that solution. And that's what we need you to be. As for now, I thank you for your time, and I hope to hear or see you soon.